Hello, welcome back to Blender and Sverchok Add-On. In this episode, I'm gonna do something pretty quick. Basically, try to create a setup where we have like a lines, and hopefully we are able to draw a spiral over the lines. I've been trying to do this for a long time. It actually shouldn't be too hard. It just take me a while. And so I think I can explain it pretty clearly now. So if we go to Sverchok, Compositing, Node 3, I can think of two ways to do this. Like the first one is that let's start with a line and create a viewer draw. Save this, and just the vertices and edges, it should create a line. And let's draw like 10 points for lines. So it creates these lines. And I'm gonna make the edge a little bit thicker, so it's blue lines thicker, and we want to make a spiral over these lines. And at some point the lines will be replaced with grease pencil, and with grease pencil you have freeform lines and you can easily put a spiral on it. The first way I can think is to use a circle. So if we use a circle, and let's place a circle on every point of the lines. The vertices of circle actually matter later on, but for now we don't care too much. So basically, place the circles instance on every point of the lines. I'll make this circle smaller, and perhaps with the circle, this ring, I will rotate it first. Rewire, vector rewire. So X to Z, and now it's sort of following the line now. And if you look at the index of this circle, I'm gonna use viewer index. Oops, index viewer. I'm gonna display the vertices, so you can see it's like 0, 1, 2, 3. I'll reduce this to 8, for example. So we have 8 points start from index 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And each of these ring will have the same index, the same number of points. And if we trace, like if we pick just one index number like 0 and draw a point, it's gonna become like a straight point. But if we rotate the circle for every instance, like slightly, and then connect the dots, we're gonna get spiral. So that's basically my theory there. That's one way to do it. Now I will try to rotate the circle first. Let's see. Matrix viewer. Circle matrix. Okay, probably I need to use apply matrix. The first one or second? I think the second one. So this one should make it easier to make instance. So we don't, with a viewer draw, instead of plugging the matrix here like 10 matrix points, we use this matrix apply and then pipe in the data, and then the matrix is here. So it's become a single, like a single object, like that. Still the same output. Join, should we join it? Let me think. So if we just do it this way, the index number keep growing. If we turn off the join, I think you can see this is what I was talking about. So same number of index per ring, and we have 10 objects. So we can sort of filter out the one of the index and then connect the dots. Here I need to do rotations. So I'm gonna use matrix deform here, I think, and use a vector. Like this is gonna be the directional, and it's gonna be the angle. I think this is correct. So I'm gonna try to rotate this how many? 10 step. Okay, that's the wrong rotation. Let's change this to, okay, Y is wrong also. I think it's the X. So now it seems to be correct. You see, I can rotate the ring, and this is the step, and this is the count. Range, count, step. So for every ring, I'm gonna rotate it slightly. And if we trace connected dots of the 0, we should get spiral eventually. So file, save as, second one. Now we have the ability to rotate it in this correct directions, 1, 0, 0. We are good to go, I guess. So that's the index. That's the circle. We're gonna have one more. Different color, red. And list item. We're gonna pipe this data. Gonna turn off this guy. Look at the points. Now I'm gonna turn these points a little bit bigger. Actually, keep it white color. Bigger points. And we can connect the dots for this guy simply by using UV connection, edges, and there you go. That's the setup right there. And I will increase the number of points of this line, and we have 30 vertex points now. I'm gonna turn this into my own parameters, plug this into this guy, and maybe reduce the step. This 30 should go also to, not to the circle, but to the count of the rotations. So now we have a circle. So this is almost like a laser blaster. So you can see, okay, we can control that thing. We can make it, okay, spiral, keep going like that. So I guess this is kind of nice. So we are complete in this attempt to do this spiraling thing over a line. I'll reduce the edge thickness for this yellow color. So we don't need to see the circle anymore, but you can see that's how I visualize it. Seems to work, and this is the last step. So it's very important. Every step counts, and you can have like a multiple blaster of this guy as well. If I'm not wrong, just simply range integer into this guy, I believe. See? So I think that's kind of nice. How many of these? Okay, this is depend on the number of circle. So this guy, so you can see the parameter dependency start to make sense. As you increase the circle number, you can get this spiraling more. But if you only need one, okay, that's what you do. I guess, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. What else can be improved? I don't know, maybe we can even like scale the circle and get a different result, like a random number for the circle. Oops, actually that's wrong. It should be like a vector in. So 1, 2, 3. So for every point, so I'm gonna randomize the size of the circle for every circle, and this should give us more random spiral. Well, because this is a random number, if you put a noise, maybe you get a different result, maybe a little bit better. This is optional. I can just cut it. This is optional. But I will give you this node tree. So this is spiral on path. There is another setup by Sverchok artist. Durman, he or she gave me this setup. It's basically you can make like a spiral of lines and put a spiral on the lines and then put another spiral on the line. So it's like three level of spiral. That's a little bit more complex. That's a different case. But even with this, you can do some fancy stuff. For example, if you draw a grease pencil, and this is we're gonna put this I don't know, spider fluid thing into this line. It's pretty easy. You just put a GP, type in the GP lines into our lines. So this is a grease pencil. This is just a bonus. See, we just need to instance circles on every point, and it should generally works automatically. Well, actually, I probably need to do this on the next live noding. Just a simple step, but I'm not gonna do it now. So for now, it's just like a straight lines. This straight line, you can change it in any directions, but be careful with the orientations. You need to consider the orientation. It doesn't change automatically for the circle. This might need to be connected, this guy and this guy. But for lines that goes in x-axis, this is pretty much it. Yeah, hopefully you find this useful. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you in the next video. Thank you. Bye.